UCLA versus Oregon State, Chris. Tell me about the Beavers.
Man, the old Beavers, man, 5-1. Not surprising this year. I think Christian and I were pretty high on them to start the season. Their only loss, obviously, was to Washington State by 3 in week 4. They're coming off a track meet game against Cal, which, by the way, Christian and I predicted to be close, and Cal was going to score some points. We got laughed off the internet. Ha, 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 back to you. No, we were there. We were close on that one. So Oregon State did pull it off. I think it was like 52-40. There was a lot of points scored in that game. Here's the big thing, though, coming in to UCLA. We know what UCLA is on defense. They're elite. But Oregon State defensively is going to have to play better in this one. Dante Moore is getting better every single week for UCLA. He's a true freshman, if you guys don't know. Under Chip Kelly, he was a 5-star recruit. They started in week 1. He's getting better every week. That's all I can say about that kid. He's not a bad quarterback at all. He's going to be really good here in another year. Offensively, though, the Beavers have looked good so far this year overall. DJ's put up some numbers. They're top 30 in yards per game and points scored. That's good enough, especially in the Pac-12 where there's a lot of good teams, obviously. But how will this stack up against UCLA's defense? I think this is the big key in this game. UCLA's defense is like literally, I think, like they're only giving up like 12 points a game, something crazy like that in the Pac-12. Yeah. I think it comes down to Christian. But let me know about the UCLA or Ucla, as we like to call them, Bruins.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, they're coming off a major home upset over Washington State, right? And they should have their swagger back, and they'll need it because they're going up against a tough Oregon State team here. You talked about him, true freshman quarterback. Dante Moore. He struggled a bit, with interceptions as of late, right? He's had 3 in the last 2 games against Utah and Washington State, 2 of which I think he threw against Washington State.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, kept up the game. Yep.
He's going to have to play much better on the road against a top 30 Oregon State defense and limit turnovers in order to give the Bruins a chance in this one, right? To combat that, UCLA is 22nd in rush offense, and they need to lean on their ground game to keep the ball out of the ukulele's hands.
Oh, you can't pronounce that wrong, by the way.
Well, I'm going to pronounce it how I damn well want. You can do the same thing too, Chris. And if you're going to be the grammar police here, well, we're probably not for you. So UCLA on defense, I mean, they're currently the number 5 team in the country in total defense, and they'll need to prove it, right? Oregon State is number 28 in total offense, and they look explosive at times. I remember I watched them play Utah, and they can get real explosive at points, right? Which is scary when you're trying to look at, and Utah has a really good defense too. So
they do.
The defense, I mean, look, they need to shut down Oregon State's rushing attack and make Ucla one-dimensional. I'll give you my score prediction at first here, Chris. Give me UCLA 17, Oregon State 28.
Ooh, okay. I like it. We're on the same page roughly. You topped it off best there. Give me UCLA 24, Oregon State 27. I think it's close. I'm going to give the edge to Oregon State. Corvallis is impossible for teams to win there. I mean Oregon State. Give me the Beavers by 3.